All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus going solo today. One Bar had his shot earlier in the week to do his 7th-round Minnesota Vikings 2021 NFL mock draft. Now it's Lupagus's turn. I'm going to take my shot. Let's see how these things differ, see how things shake out with me in control of making the pick. Some of you might like that. Some of you may be horrified by that thought, but that's okay. That's why we do it. Go ahead and share my screen here. As always, we are using the PFN mock draft simulator. Fantastic tool. If you're looking to kill some time at work, highly suggest just playing on this thing and let those hours just melt away. All right, got some trade offers coming. Before we look too deeply into those, let's take a look at the board, how it has shaken out so far. Trevor Lawrence going 1, no surprise there. Zach Wilson going 2. Again, that's a lock. Justin Fields, I'm not buying this talk of him falling down the board. I think he will go in the top 10. Whether or not that's a 3 is a mystery. Jamar Chase to the Falcons, that's kind of a different pick there. If they go anywhere other than the quarterback, I do feel that will be Kyle Pitts. Rashawn Slater going to have Penny Sewell. I'm not a fan of that decision, but I get it. Penny Sewell going 6, Jalen Waddle going 7, Kyle Pitts going 8, Trey Lance going 9, Patrick Surtain going 10, J.C. Horn 11. Raiders trade up to get J.C. Horn, huh? Well, you never really know what Mike Mayock's going to do, so that's not super shocking. Devontae Smith and Christian Darrisaw, as a whole, pretty much an expected top 13. No real shockers here. Mac Jones is still out there. So that is the key. Mac Jones is on the board. We do have some trade offers. Let's take a look what we got. Bears are offering pick 20 and a 2022 first-round pick. Very tempting. Lions are offering shit, and the Broncos are offering shit. I do not like to trade within the division, but I think to get the first rounder next year, why wouldn't you do it? Pick 78 too. Screw it. I'm doing it. I'm going to take my first rounder for next year. I'm going to trade within the division, hoping that they take Mac Jones, who I'm not a fan of. They took Azeez Ojulari. Okay, whatever. All right, so the Bengals pick 38 and pick 69, one of my favorite numbers, and Dolphins offering 36 and 50. Let's see, Christian Barmore and Kwity Paye still there, Jamin Davis. There's still a lot of decent players on the board. I don't really want to trade out of the first round. But man, it's really tempting not to. Woo. Screw it. I'm gonna go complete. No, I'm not. I'm gonna make a pick here. I'm gonna reject all these. I'm picking somebody. I can't do it. All right, who we got? Tim Jenkins. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take Kwity Paye right here. Get our edge rusher. Get it someone opposite Daniel Hunter, who can rush the passer. I like Kwity Paye a lot better at 20 than I like him at 14. So the Bears, they got Azeez Ojulari. We got their first round pick next year. The Bears, look at this. They want more from the Lupagus. They want more of my picks. I'm sorry, Bears. Not interested. All right, pick 90. Elijah Molden. That's not bad. Amari Rodgers, very tempting. I really got to get some D-line or O-line help here. And I'm going to go Ben Cleveland. I think he is a plug-and-play day one starter at guard. So I'm taking Ben Cleveland. Pick 119. We got some decent options on the board. Screaming out to me right away. Caden Stearns, James Hudson, Kyle Trask is tempting. Boy. Deo Odimbingo. I love him quite a bit. I can't say his name, but I do love his game. He's coming off a really bad injury, though, but he's got the size. He's got the length. Very interesting prospect. Kind of curious to see where he's going to go off the board. Jalen Darden's there, but we can probably get him later as we have about 1 million fourth-round picks. So I'm coming back here. I'm really thinking hard about Kyle Trask. And I'm thinking hard about James Hudson. In case Ezra Cleveland, you keep him at guard. James Hudson becomes your left. There's a competition there. I like that. I like that competition. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go James Hudson. He's inexperienced. He's only got a few starts on his belt, which is horrifying. But look at this. Kyle Trask is still on the board. Falcons are offering basically the rest of their draft that come up. I'm guessing they're going to want to come up for Kyle Trask. I'm going to tell the Falcons to eat their motherfucking pancakes. I'm taking Kyle Trask. Hell yeah. All right, look at this. We're picking again. My boy Deo's there. We already got our edge rusher. Don't need him. Let's see. We got our O-line help pretty well settled here. Looking down the board, I really need a safety. Is there any safeties other than James Wiggins, Divine Diablo? I like Hamlin. I do like Hamlin. One guy I did see on the board here, Jalen Twyman, big fan. I do like Marvin Wilson as well. And Darius is still there. I don't have to go with D tackle here. Go back to the all situation. Boy, man, this is tough. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go Aaron Banks. I'm gonna another guard. I want quality guards. I want quality depth. We got it now. Titans trying to move up. Boy, Titans, I'm just not feeling it one bit. I don't want all your crap picks. I'm gonna stay true to where I'm looking here. And yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm grabbing Divine Diablo. We got to get a safety who can potentially start opposite Harrison Smith down the road. Xavier was only in town for a year, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's see. Let's just go take a look, see who we got so far. We got Kwity Paye, Ben Cleveland, James Hudson, Kyle Trask, Aaron Banks, and Divine Diablo, the demon himself. So what I do want here is, now I can probably look at my D tackle, make sure I get the guy I want. Man, I hope one of them is still there. That would be horrifying if I got too cute and didn't get any of them. Jalen Twyman is still on the board. Marvin Wilson went. I'm taking Jalen Twyman. Powerful guy. You can bring him along slowly. It can be heir apparent to Dalvin Tomlinson when he leaves in a year or 2 years after he has a stint with the Vikings, assuming we don't re-sign him, which we might. All right, so look at the best available here. Wap Filer, Shakatoni. I like him quite a bit. I'm doing DeMar Hamlin. Here's a guy who he's probably not getting ranked as high as he should. He's just solid in every aspect of the position, but not outstanding in any of them. So he's a guy I'm actually pretty excited about. I think he's got a pretty solid future in the NFL. So all right. I already know who I'm taking here. I don't know how many talking about it, but running back is a bigger need than the Vikings, and it looks at first glimpse. You got Delvin Cook, Alexander Madison, your top two guys, both have injury concerns. Both never finished a complete season in the NFL. Then you got Amir Abdullah, who's Amir Abdullah. He's your backup return man, your fourth back, a guy who can come in and catch a pass. But Jared Patterson, I love this guy. I saw him compared to Darren Sproles recently on NFL Network. He had like 6 touchdowns in a game, ran for over 400 yards. He kind of runs weird. He looks like a safety when he picks up the ball and scoots down the field. But all right, we're done. This is our mock. Lupagus' mock. I gotta admit, this isn't probably my favorite, not ideal way this thing would have shook out. But let's just see how it looks overall. Kwity Paye at 20. Again, if we took Kwity Paye at 14, I'll be okay with it, but it's not going to excite me. It's just kind of one of those picks where I'm like, all right, I get it, but not exciting. Ben Cleveland at 90. I love Ben Cleveland quite a bit, so I think he can start. James Hudson, you bring him in for some competition with Ezra Cleveland. You're just building that. You want these guys to fight for these positions. If you're going to go with this young group, I want these guys to fight and scrap in training camp, and the best guys get the starts. So James Hudson brings competition. Kyle Trask, big body quarterback, can't really move much. Not a huge arm, but he played against some top competition. Pretty accurate with the football. So I do like Kyle Trask there as a guy he's your backup quarterback in 21. And, he does have some upside to develop into the guy down the road. Aaron Banks, another guard. Again, I'm building competition here. I do not want to see Dakota Dozier on the field. And I would love it if Banks and Cleveland were the starting guards for the Vikings next year. Divine Diablo, he's your safety who is going to sit and learn from Harrison Smith and Xavier Woods and potentially start in 2022. Jalen Twyman, again, I don't understand why this guy's always available late in round 4 in these mock draft simulators. I think he might go a lot higher than people expect on draft day. Big, powerful, quick off the ball, disruptive. I love everything about Jalen Twyman. DeMar Hamlin, again, already said it, complete guy. really, he's not weak anywhere when it comes to any facet of the position, but not outstanding either. So I do think he's just a solid depth piece. Year one can definitely develop into a starter down the road. And then Jarrett Patterson, 1R because he's a badass, Jarrett Patterson, and 1T as well. Running back, be your running back. Number 3 for the Vikings. Gives you a little Darren Sproles-esqueness to the offense. And then the coup de grace, the 2022 first-round pick from the Bears. Screw it, Foz. We got your first-round pick in 2022. All right, tell me what you think of the draft. Again, I'm going to give this thing like a, I don't know, B-. It doesn't really excite me, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible either. I try a little bit of spotted cow. I got to go to across the border in Wisconsin to get that. All right, so that's it. That's my mock draft. I'll probably do one more before the end of the year, end of the draft season, which is just a couple weeks away. So look out for that. We're all going to have a final mocks. We'll have, some very interesting content coming up. Very excited to see what the next couple of weeks bring. So be sure to tune in and subscribe if you have not yet done so. And always, for the love of God, keep your skull in your hole.